I love that song. Yes. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Live with the Chamber. My name is Jack Feria. My pronouns are he, him, his. I'm the Membership and Events Coordinator for the Wisconsin LGBT Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us. I want to get everyone a little bit more involved. If you are watching live with us, thank you. Feel free to sound off in the comments where you're watching from. I'd love to hear, or what you've had for lunch. Let us know what's going on. But we'll keep things moving along. We have a couple things to get to. We will start with our new member moment and move on to upcoming events before we bring in our special guest. But let's get to it. We're going to have a new member moment right now and welcome Kumro Automotive, based in Glendale. They just joined yesterday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to those folks. If you happen to be in the Glendale area, stop on by, say hello, make sure you are wearing a mask. We want to also spotlight our upcoming events that we have. We have one tomorrow. It's 8:30 a.m. It's our Coffee Connection. This is our hour-long conversation where everyone gets to chime in, say how they're doing, connect with other folks. It's not just one talking head. Everyone gets involved. And if you show up to this virtual event, we have a special gift from Sway Tea here in Milwaukee. That's all I'll say. You can register going to our website, just follow the links there, and that'll get you all set up. We hope to see all of you, everyone who's watching, or if you're watching at 8:29, hop on off and join us live. It should be a lot of fun. But with that, that is actually a lie. I wanted to bring up one more fast thing. I wanted to be sure that everyone knows to update their business listing, their directory, and their business listing in our directory. This is what it looks like to the public, where you can search here. Next, you'll see the gorgeous presentation from Marcus Center. They have amazing stuff on their business listing. If you have any questions about how to update yours, you can reach out to me at, it's coming soon. I know it's coming. Yes, Jack at wislgbtchamber.com. I would be more than happy to help you. All right. That is quite enough from just me. I am so excited to bring in my special guest. We have from Tomahawk, Cherie Krieger, owner of Cherie Sweet Sensations. Cherie, hello.
Hi. Hello, how are you?
I am doing so well. I feel like I've just had one of your cheesecakes because I'm so energized and so sugary and ready to go. But
Good.
But not to spoil anything, tell us a little bit about what you do at Cherie Sweet Sensations.
Sure. So we are a full-scale bakery, for lack of a better term. So we cover all the sweets and breads and bagels and just about everything. We try to get everything that we can get in.
Absolutely. I will say I follow you on Facebook and on Instagram. It
Yeah.
is incredible to see the number of stuff that you come up with. I feel like there's a new item every month. There's like, how is she doing this now? This cotton candy frappe and all of this. It's so exciting to see all this stuff.
Yeah,
But
we try to keep it fresh and new and different. So
I'll say you absolutely do. But to go back a little bit, when did you open and why did you decide to open?
we have been open for just over a year now. June 3rd was our 1-year anniversary, actually. So
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's been a whirlwind year. And why? Honestly, I had baked from home for people. I started baking with cheesecakes, and people started offering me money to make it for them. And I even offered my recipe, and they wouldn't take it. They just wanted the cake. And I thought this might be something. And, that's going back 15 plus years. But I noticed that my full-time job that I was taking more vacation days than what I even had. And just to get the cakes done, I started doing wedding cakes and birthday cakes and gourmet cheesecakes and really upping the game for it all. So it just kind of took off from there. So I was going to open up a cake store. And then we started hearing from people, no, do donuts, do chocolate eclairs, do all these things. So I thought, okay, maybe I can make it all work and do it full time year round. And that's what we ended up with right now.
That's amazing. Yeah. And again, the number of items you have is out of this world. So congrats on juggling all of that. That's incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So sort of what was the journey like to even open up your store?
crazy. It doesn't seem, for years we had looked at locations. I was specific about what I wanted. I wanted it downtown Tomahawk on Main Street. That much I knew. And it took us years. And the poor electricians and contractors in this area, I depended on them for their opinions. I brought everybody in to so many buildings and empty buildings and abandoned buildings and trying to see what would work the best, and we could never find a place. I had been offered places rent free, but the electrical needed like $30,000, $40,000, and I couldn't afford that on top of a startup business. So it was never gonna work. I felt like for years, and I told my husband one day, like, it's either this year or it's not going to happen. I'm not going to be, starting out at next year. It's just too much for me to take on. And he said, no, I have a feeling it's going to work out. And somebody said, hey, have you ever talked to this landlord guy over here? And I went to find him, and it worked. And the building was so bad it needed to, the city wanted to demolish it. It was that bad. Man. It was abandoned for years, and it was really terrible inside. And the landlord said, give me your floor plan, I'll take it from here. And he just did it all. And I still to this day I'm baffled, because landlords just don't do that. You don't hear that very often, but I guess he believed in us, and he thought that we had a chance. And so we opened in a couple of months after that, and they had completely gutted and redone the entire building, and all to our specs and what we wanted. It was crazy.
Congrats. I mean, you did it.
Yeah.
While you were sharing that, I shared a quick video of just sort of of your storefront here. We'll play it again of just and all the different creations that you have. My favorite thing of putting this together was, it's been going around on the internet for a bit, sort of this, I can't believe that this is a cake sort of a thing.
Okay.
Have you seen those? Where people will, like they'll slice into a tennis ball and then open it up. Oh, it's actually
like
a cake.
Dorito bag and all those things. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So my favorite thing is when I was going through Facebook to find great pictures to share for this, I found this, which is fantastic because it slices into this. Yes. Well done. Do you remember the story of that? What is the story of that specific cake?
Yeah, Paul is a local guy here in town, and he had worked for 30 years or so at a local sub shop, and they finally sold it and passed it on to the new owners. So he was retiring, and they wanted to celebrate him, and they just said, can you do something special? We're okay with just a cake. And I said, can I try to make it look like a sub sandwich? And they said, oh my God, yeah, that'd be great. So that's what I came up with. Yeah.
Amazing. I love that. I love that.
That was a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah. So sort of going on that with all these treats that you have, it's really hard to find treats right now that have like a little bit less guilt. I know my boyfriend and I kind of go on and off of trying keto.
Yes.
Do you have anything that might align with that?
We do. We started out just the things that I knew exactly how to make, and like the things that, and I was not proficient in keto stuff at all. My oldest daughter, she had done a little bit of it, and she said, no, it's not that hard. I think I could do it, but it was a lot to take on in the beginning. Almost right away, people started asking us for, sugar-free, gluten-free, keto-friendly, different variations. And I practiced on friends that some of my best friends have gluten intolerance. So I would practice on them and just kind of use them and say, does this taste good on top of being okay for you? And what didn't pass the test, I tossed out. That we didn't do that again. And then they just kept going from there. And then the keto friendly stuff, we just started that probably 3 months ago. Started practicing. We make every single day we have a variety of keto fat bombs that are like half a carb a piece, and they're pretty big chunks, and we try to make them as deluxe as we can, different flavors. In fact, my daughter just made some wine flavored keto bombs, so I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Right.
I'm curious. I'm
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
That
And
sounds
then
fantastic.
we've perfected a keto-friendly, gluten-free personal cheesecake for people. So the
Wow,
whole cheesecake is like 3 carbs for the whole thing. And we've
that's
made
amazing.
lemon variations and a healthy banana variation of it and New York style. And yeah, so we're getting there. We have lots of gluten-free treats every day. We try to do that. We carry truffles that are gluten-free as well. Um, so we try to have a variety to pick from.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I need a treat right now. So, sort
Yeah.
of, if folks aren't directly in Tomahawk,
Yeah.
how can they get to have some of Cherry Sweet Sensations?
Well, there's certain things that we've practiced with shipping. I
Hmm.
will not at this point. I don't ship cakes. We get asked for that all the time. We've really studied it a little bit. I've practiced on some friends. Some of it gets to them safely, but we have to kind of change the recipes almost and make it more sustainable that it's going to get there, and then the
Sure.
taste is affected. So that we just put the kibosh on it. It's just not worth it to me to affect the taste as much as it is to get it there. So unfortunately, at this time, we're not shipping those things. The things we can ship are the designer cookies. We can do that. We've done that for several different people in several different states. They've made them there. They're protected and they've made them safely. So we've done that for quite a few people. We've shipped out our truffles, things like that, little things. But that's about it. I tell everyone it's just a reason that they have to travel when it's safe to travel again and come up. It's just a reason to come visit us and see us. And we do have
Absolutely.
people from lots of different places coming, slowly but surely now. But even before Corona, that they were coming from all over. So that was nice to see.
I love that. I know
Yeah.
my boyfriend's family has a cabin
Yeah.
up in Tomahawk, so
Yeah.
I so badly want to come and visit when it's safe to do so.
Someday,
Um,
someday.
I know. We'll have a whole moment. It'll be
Yeah.
great. And it's yeah. The thing is, it's so comforting to know that there are places in Tomahawk that we can comfortably go to and feel like people share our values and
Oh,
want our
God, yeah.
business.
Yeah.
I so appreciate that. So, and I'll pass that on to sort of why did you decide to join the LGBT chamber here in Wisconsin?
In all the different like writing up business plans and all that throughout the years and trying to, get started, I never knew that you guys were a thing. I didn't know that you
Hmm.
existed. It had never crossed. And I one day I was walking out of another store here in Tomahawk and I saw the sticker, and I was like, "Wait, what?" So I immediately, I think I contacted you that day or
Yeah,
that
yeah,
week
you
and
did.
was like, "Whatever. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter. Like, just set me up and we'll figure this out," because it was important to me. As far as the history of it goes, I have I'm one of 5 children. One of my brothers, who has passed away now since then. He passed away when I was much younger, but he was gay, and it just being in a small town in northern Wisconsin, people didn't talk about that very often or anything, and um, especially back in the 80s and the 90s, it
Hmm.
was it was a different time, and um, I just was a teenager and heard my parents be the example of what does it matter, and it just stuck in my brain that this isn't a thing to be concerned about. And I raised my daughters that way, and I was raised that way, and we just had a very good relationship with my brother, and there was nothing different um, from the time I found out that he was gay. So it didn't matter to me, and it mattered to some people back then, unfortunately,
Hmm.
and you hear those things and you hear those bad stories and those opinions that just conform people to go another way or think a different way. And it is so important to me to not ever hear that, or I guess correct people, or share my opinion, share my story, when I hear that. So it was just any little bit, any little thing that I could do to support you guys was going to happen, regardless of what it took from me.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for your support. You are, I considered a model member. I love that. I love that story so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was moved by it when you sent me when you signed up. So thank you again for sharing that here.
Absolutely,
Wow.
it's one thing that I could talk about all day long, honestly. I mean, it's very, very important and true to my heart. And my own children, of course, never even met my brother because he was gone before they even came around. But certainly other people in our lives and very dear, close friends of ours and everything. And it just, you think like what my life would be like if I didn't have those people in my life, if I was raised ignorant and ashamed of that, I wouldn't have those people in my life, and our lives would just be so much more dimmed by that if that were the case. And it will be something I hold with me for the rest of my life.
No, incredibly well said. Thank you. That sort of that lit up my day and made me really happy.
Good.
Yeah. Wow.
Good.
Sort of, and then I mean, to that point, what's been making you happy lately? These past 4 months have been chaos. Can we say? What's been entertaining you, and what's been keeping you happy the last few months?
Well, the entertainment part for sure. I asked my daughter before I came on here. I was like, "What do you think entertains us?" And I spaced it, but we have 2 brand new puppies that we have adopted, and good Lord, they are basket cases. They're crazy. So we have 2. They're 7-month-old now, but 2 little boxers, and they have just taken over our life and our world and my kids. And then my oldest daughter has a 6-month-old brand new corgi. So there's 3 puppies in our world right now that we're all kind of sharing custody of and like just loving up, and that's been our main source of entertainment.
Oh my gosh. Business owner, mom, puppy mom.
Yeah, right.
There you go. You're amazing. Wow.
Thanks.
I guess we'll wrap on up with, we've been talking about all these goodies that you have in the store.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? If you can narrow it just to a few, what's your favorite thing to have take home?
Honestly, one of the default things that I'm gonna snack on if I really am craving something right now we make an almond filled croissant that's amazing. It like melts in your mouth. I love that. We make cannoli. I love that. That's really good because that's not something you typically find in northern Wisconsin. So that's been different. And then we make variations of that in different flavors and different fillings. And we have our cheesecakes are pretty good. Those always sell out really quick. So we have lots of stuff.
That's amazing. I think I saw your daughter in the back. What's her favorite?
Come here. Yep, this is my youngest. This is Raya.
Hi.
What's your favorite?
What's your favorite thing at your mom's store?
We have these filled danishes that I usually snack on throughout the day. I steal them throughout the day.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like cream cheese and like certain berry filled. So the blueberry and the raspberry and the cherry are like my go-tos.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. All right. Well, Cherie, thank you so much for spending part of your afternoon with me and sharing.
Thank you so much for asking me. It's great. I appreciate just being asked. It's so nice.
Yeah, this was a joy. Thank you so much. I'll let you get on with the rest of your day. But again, everyone watching, go ahead, like Cherie Sweet Sensations on Facebook. Find her on Instagram. If anything, it's just great cake content. Great. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you again, so Cherie, so
and
much.
I will meet you someday soon, I hope.
Yes, someday soon. I promise.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Thank you again so much for joining us for Live with the Chamber. We have one more this week. On Friday at 3 p.m., we will be joined by Short Stack Eatery in Madison. It should be a lot of fun. Make sure to kind of come up with questions for that. Help us out. Let us know what you think. And again, everyone, be sure to update your business listing in our directory. That is so important. If you need any help with that at all, you can reach out to me, Jack at wislgbtchamber.com. Or if you've been watching this thing and thinking, why am I not a member of the Wisconsin LGBT Chamber of Commerce? I am happy to help. We can talk about membership dues, benefits, all that good stuff. But that is quite enough from me. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a great rest of your day. I so appreciate you.